And good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ted Hicks from Late Night Parents. Ways to follow the show, latenightparents.com, where you can find our latest blogs, wikis. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and most part, you can listen to our archive podcast. That site, again, is latenightparents.com. And tonight, the featured guest for our show it might be a name that you might know if you're in the tri-state area, but if you're outside of it, you might not know it yet, but hopefully very shortly you're going to get to know it. Speaking to Lou High's star player, Zed Key, who is out of Brentwood, Long Island. That's Long Island, New York, Suffolk, New York. So really excited about it. Zed, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Want to thank you for taking the time out. I know it's post Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was really good. Got to spend time with friends and family. Got to eat a little bit, so it was a fun time.
Okay. So hopefully not eating too much because I know you're in the gym, a gym rat. So if your trainers are listening, I hope they don't work you too hard. So, Zed, a lot of good news. I want to thank Tango, and the power of the internet and the amount of people that you can meet over the internet. I tell you, has been the strength of LateNightParents.com because we meet a whole slew of people through Twitter. And Tango was kind enough to pass along your information, try to connect us together. And I know our people had to talk to your people and everything else like that, so I'm glad we're able to get this interview going. Any given day, it's always interesting to talk with an athlete, but definitely a young athlete who's getting ready to, attend college, and there's a lot of big things that are on your mind. So I know you're attending Lutheran High School, and from what I can pull off the internet, there's been, multiple offers and schools that are interested, and that's great. But I guess my first question for you is, have you started the process of visiting schools? And if so, where have you gone or planning on going?
I've started the process of visiting schools. I've been to Iona, Stony Brook, UMass, Rutgers, Florida, and Penn State, but I haven't taken any official visits yet. I'm planning on going to Seton Hall, Wisconsin, Cincinnati, and St. John's in the spring next year.
Okay. So I guess next question would be, is there any pressure to stay at home and go to a college close by?
No. I just want to go to a college where it's the best fit, where I fit in the best for, like, my playing style and stuff like that. Okay.
So, Zed, who's the player you model your game after?
The player that I chose was Tobias Harris because of his ability to shoot the basketball and post and handle the basketball and play multiple positions.
So Zed, on the internet, I see you listed as a small forward. So I see you playing a three. I see you listed as a power forward. What do you consider yourself? Are you kind of like that hybrid type player who can play multiple spots?
Yes, because at my height in college, I'm not a center, so I have to work on my game and expand my game to become a 4 or 3. So to become a hybrid.
Okay.
Be a hybrid in college.
But so currently in high school, do you lean more towards a 3, small forward, or 4, or there's like or do you just go with the flow?
3/4, but mostly a 3.
Okay. What about, like, with you being a 3, playing a lot of 3, so ball handling skills, everything else like that are definitely up to par. I've seen I've seen your portfolio on the internet. Very, very impressive.
Thank you.
So, Zed, we're speaking with Zed Key from Lu High. You can reach Zed at, I want to make sure I get it right, Zed Basketball 14. So, Zed, who's your biggest influence?
My biggest influence is my parents. Because
Excellent.
they do everything for me. They drive me to all my tournaments. They feed me. They clothe me. So they are my biggest influence. They sacrifice so much for me.
You know, Zed, I want to give you a slow hand clap, because that's a question I've asked a lot of youth athletes, and I hear the craziest responses. And I got to tell you, sometimes I cringe also, because I'm like, for any, younger athlete or anyone, for in occasions when there's someone, a teenager who's involved in collegiate sports and everything else like that, it's got to be mom or dad. So slow hand clap. Definitely proud for you, proud that you gave that great answer, because it's so important. Mom and dad are always there. They're always going to be involved up until the point where you can say, okay, Mom and Dad, I got it. So, great answer.
Thank you.
So, I got to ask you a question about tunes, about the type of music that you listen to. So, what song is playing, whether on your iTunes or your Google Play? What song is in your headphones as you prepare yourself for a game?
Before a game, I like to listen to Lil Uzi Vert.
Okay.
He kind of has like a nice flow going towards his music, like the upbeat, high tempo, so it gets me energized for the game. And the song that I really listen to before games is this called "Do What I Want," because it's really like upbeat and it's like really energetic, so it gets me hyped. Okay.
Outside of Little Uzi Vert, who else are you? Is there any like secondary, any type of backup type of artists that are in your playlist?
His NBA Youngboy.
Okay.
He's not like a fast rapper, but his lyrics, they mean something. So I like what he raps about.
Okay. So tell me, what does your typical day consist of? Like, you wake up in the morning, give it to me, during the weekday, give it to me on the weekend. What does your typical day consist of?
During the weekdays, sometimes I wake up at 5 in the morning for a shooting workout with my trainer, Andrew. Then I come home, eat breakfast, which is really important, then go to school. After school, I have practice. Then sometimes I go to strength and conditioning at Heat Sports in Bohemia. And then I eat, because that's really important also, and do homework and then go to bed. And on the weekends, I get up sometimes at 5 in the morning, again, to go work out. Then I have practice at Lu High for the basketball team. Then I come home, eat, and spend time with my family.
Okay. Once again, good answer. Solid. Tell me about the difficulties of kind of balancing school, basketball, and being a teenager.
As I transferred schools,
Okay.
so the workload has increased tremendously. I have homework, a lot of homework every night. So I'll be up until like 9:30, 10 o'clock, finishing homework, projects, essays. So I just have to find the time, or not find, like balance the time to do the homework and study, time management. It was hard for me at the beginning, but
Okay.
I've balanced it out now. I've gotten used to it. So I know how to manage my time.
Okay. So is like the homework, the additional homework, since you've transitioned from Brentwood to Lou High, is it like a lot of online homework, or is it like the conventional where you got to sit there and do research, or?
It's both. Like sometimes I'll have homework online. The teacher will assign it in Google Drive, and I got to do it online. Sometimes they give us paper, pen and paper. You got to write, and sometimes just you got to study and just write out stuff for the next project or the next essay that you got to do. That you do in like a month or something.
Okay.
So,
do you run into like a lot of pressure with like hanging out with your friends, since a lot of your time is, you're on a schedule every day, whether it's, you dealing with the weekdays, with school, with training and everything else like that? Did any of your friends like you grew up with are like, hey, Zed, when are you going to have time to hang out and stuff like that? Do you ever run into those type of issues?
No, not really, because they know how hard I work to go. They know my dream of what I would like to be an NBA basketball player, so they support like what I'm doing, and they know that I'm usually at the gym somewhere or at this tournament playing games at this place doing something. So they support me, and they know that sometimes I can get really busy.
Got you. I guess a question that will be coming up next year is, who would be your dream prom date?
That's a good question. Dream prom date. Wow. I really got to think for this one.
All right. You want me to table it and we can come back to it?
Yes. I have to think about that question too.
All right. Tell me the best piece of advice your parents have given you during this journey.
They said to me after a game, work hard in everything you do because you can't get it back. You can never get that play or second back. So say like you don't get that rebound or don't get that steal. You can't get that play back. It already happened. So
I will tell you this much. That's some sage advice that they've given you. It's like you're going to go hard regardless. But like you said, if that play or something doesn't go your way, you can't harp on it. You got to keep moving. You got to keep pressing forward.
Mm-hmm.
So that's true. That's true. We're talking with Zed Key. You can find him on Twitter at Zed Basketball 14. This is Late Night Parents. Ways to follow the show is latenightparents.com. Zed, what players, pro or college, have given you advice on basketball, life, etc.?
2 players, Tobias Harris and Shaq. They both said to me, always listen to your parents. They have lived through the time that you're going through before, and they know what they're doing. So they're not trying to give you the wrong information to steer you off the wrong path.
That's true. Like I said,
the right path.
Yes, they are true. I mean, I'll tell you, it's so true. You got to listen to your parents because they've been there. They might not have been where you are training in the gym, but they've been there, being a teenager and going through this course called life. So I'm going to double back with you and say, and you can say, you know what, I'm going to hold off on that. dream prom date? You want to answer that question, or you want to maybe we could table it for a conversation in the future?
I'll answer that question now.
Oh, okay. So the question was, who would be your dream prom date?
Beyonce.
I was gonna say Beyonce is the default answer. Oh my goodness. So as we get ready to wrap up, do you have any I guess words of wisdom for any other athletes that are, either about to take this journey or any younger athletes that you've seen out there? Any words of wisdom for them?
Always work hard. Put the time in, because it will repay you in the future. It will come back to you in the future. So keep working hard, and you'll see it, results.
Gotcha. Hey, Zed, want to definitely thank you for taking the time out post-Thanksgiving to join us here on Late Night Parents. We're definitely in your corner, and I'm telling you, I'm definitely going to take my son to one of these games. And when you're closer by, either at the Barclays Center or I think you're going to be at Adelphi in January. So we'll definitely be rooting for you and be in your corner and all the above. Other than that, what are the best ways of getting in contact with you if anyone wants to follow you on social media?
My Instagram is I'm the Dunker Zed14.
Okay.
And Twitter is Zed Basketball 14.
All right. Zed Key, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Take care.
You too.